it ain't honest, but it's much.
Hello, traders. Happy Friday to you. It's the 20th February, and we just kind of got news that the tariffs are not constitutional, or president can't do that. So the market kind of reversed, where you had like gold, you had commodities kind of rallying, and then they kind of got slammed a little bit, and then risk on kind of started pumping, and now we're kind of like reaching this equilibrium. So hence the thumbnail, the decoupling. You are kind of seeing that. Commodities decoupling from risk on again. But I don't know. I mean, that's normal. That's kind of the way it should be. But yeah, anyway, it was like, I don't know. We didn't have time for a thumbnail, man. I was like, I'm jet lagged, and I don't know how much energy I'm going to have later this afternoon. So I just wanted to get it going when I had it. So just starting off the stream, I guess, with a NASDAQ 100 futures. And you can see it's just kind of at the lows, 24,643 up to 25K. Just oscillating the past several days after the completion of that really nice bear shark pattern. You just don't know, like, if they're going to type 2 return it. If we get one more big rally up to 26K, can't be that surprised just based on the framework. But at the same time, I mean, what a run. Like, what a crazy run that began over a year ago. Yeah, over a year ago, April of 2025. And it concluded 26,000 plus K all-time high. And just since September, though, nothing. Late September, same price we're trading at now. So that could be said for a lot of assets. Crypto, it's worse, though. I mean... But yeah, you're still above the 200-day moving average. Everything's good here. But yeah, at this point, you just got to wonder. I mean, they could take it for one more test and to confirm a top. But yeah, it's been pretty weak lately. Big tech's just kind of been really weak. But we'll look at all of them. S&P. I mean, dude, again, this is just your mental illness chart. Same price since late October. This is just chopping. Arguments could be made on both sides, unfortunately. I mean, there's no value proposition in any form of reality, only in delusion. But, you know, saying that we're at that 1618 still, I mean, this is like, dude, there's been nothing going on in these markets. So it's like, you can't say you missed me that much, because there's been no price action to miss outside of crypto crashing. And when I was live in Zermatt, I mean, we saw a 10% silver crash, which was crazy. One sec. We good? I think. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly where pauses, pullbacks, reversals occur. You're certainly pausing, but you're not reversing yet. And that's kind of what's crazy about this whole situation. And I think it's a broader market move higher, defensive oil, that is keeping things sideways, while the market drivers, the highest market cap assets, have been selling off, correcting, pulling back, the Mag 7s. So that's kind of, they're keeping things equal here, equalizing the index fund. So have fun with your sideways multi-month nothing burger. Okay. Hard to trust it, for sure. Hard to trust. And what's really interesting is kind of seeing like commodities, like URA, for instance, super exciting. I mean, after hitting target one of the trade setup, it corrects 25%, goes and back tests a key level as support on the monthly, daily, weekly, and has bounced off of that and given us kind of a predictable consolidation pattern, that kind of dragon pattern. And until they pulled the plug on, you know, everything today with the tariff news, it was kind of running. It hit its highest level, I think, since 2020, or since the beginning of the month anyway. So I think that's going a lot higher, 65 plus again. But you're just going to let this market volatility, news-driven catalyst, man, is never what it seems. Like gold got wrecked or pulled back, okay? Silver pulled back. All the metals pulled back. The commodities pulled back. Risk on rallied. And it's like, is that real though? I don't know. That could just be the algorithms freaking out a little bit. Let's see if the dust can settle. And we are going into the weekend. We got option expirations, all that happening. So we can look at, you know, those are, you know, we can look at the Dow Jones that have been doing a lot better. I mean, it's still just, it's crazy, right? Gold mean ratio sideways for a whole week now. Nothing. I mean, very, very small range here. 49 to 49.8. Not even $1,000 range for a week now. Talk about lack of volatility, dude. That's it. So up here, I mean, it's just like, you're just hoping for a pullback, some sort of correction, but it's just because that's how we get our structures. That's how we're able to develop an edge on the market. That's how market participants are able to perceive value. When you're at a gold mean ratio 1618, you're at premium, record premium levels. It's just not that fun, you know? Oh my God, last year was insane. It was so good to make money. And now we're just at this point where it's like, we could keep making money possibly, but my God, dude. You might be pushing your luck at these Fibonacci extensions, but whatever, man. It's not about being right or wrong. It's just about trying to find the best setup with the lowest risk, with the easiest way to set up stop losses, a strategic entry with the most upside potential, and there's no question about it, with the structure that concluded its development, giving us a greater than 50% chance of that particular outcome we're looking for, which would probably be up if you're looking for a long. So it's just, when you're in these situations, it's kind of tough, man. All right, and then, you know, you had the Russell 2000 also doing better than the the NASDAQ and the S&P. The small caps, it's still just up here, really strong. I mean, it's unbelievable how powerful this trend is and how good it looks. Like locally, it looks like a low and then a pullback and another low. That's the local confirmation low, higher than the first low. And it's like, okay, we're just ready for 2,800. I'm not sure which small caps are going to give us that. I mean, I do have a watch list of like the largest market cap assets on the Russell 2000. Maybe that's something we could look at. But my God, dude, it's so strong. Crazy strong. Hope you're having a good week. My God, my flight was 10 plus hours. I got here, I'm like, oh, it's Friday. It's not. It's now Friday. And I'm like, whoa, I gained a day back. But I feel like I woke up, got on airplane, was on airplane, got back, went to bed, woke up, same time as yesterday. Like, what the? It's so crazy, man. I know I've done it before, but anyone else felt jet lag before? It's crazy, dude. Oh my God. Did I? Yeah, just don't worry about it, dude. No need for charts here. No technical analysis needed. Just, this is a radio broadcast. It's a radio broadcast, dude. Don't forgive me. I haven't streamed much, so I'm like back to being a noob streamer again. We're just gonna act like none of that happened, okay? S&P. Look, there's nothing to look at, chat. There's nothing to look at. That's the good news about what just happened, okay? What do you want? Same price since October. 1618, we know. NASDAQ, same thing. It's pumping right now. We're actually near the highs of the day. So again, type 2 return I'm talking about, like, you just can't be surprised if something like this happens to really get people like buying into this. I know retail's going nuts though. They're like hardcore buying right now. So you're still above the 200 moving average. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, these index funds have not broken any sort of supports. They're not putting any sort of lower lows, lower highs. I mean, your trend health is still impeccable. Impeccable trend strength, despite any sort of structure or stagnation in price for months now. I mean, someone just say it's like the market is positively digesting the previous freaking insane move off the tariff crash lows from a year ago. So, but again, it may not be what it seems. We have like impending war. I think there are more warships in the Middle East than there have been since 2003. So make of that what you will. It probably isn't gonna be what you think, bro. Of course. Like, oh, war's definitely happening this weekend. You know it's not happening. If that's what everyone thinks, it can't be happening, right? I think we had a conversation about this a few weeks ago. Same thing. It was like, dude, everyone's saying war this weekend, not happen. It didn't happen. I want some tacos, dude. Okay. So those are your like index funds. All right. Kind of rallying right now. It is, what? Oh yeah. Reset my watch. My God. 10:50 a.m. Eastern. If you're here and you're glad I've made it back in one piece, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Let's look at Bitcoin. Why not? Oh my God, dude, Bitcoin live, bro. We got the Bitcoin ticker above. We got the chart. I mean, it has really been since I began, since I flew out to Europe, and the day I was doing it, crypto was crashing. It was Bitcoin's ninth worst crash in history that day. Since then, market's just digesting everything that happened, where Bitcoin lost in 9 days 34% of its value. In that 9-day period, Ethereum lost it for 45% of its value. XRP, same thing. Solana, it was worse. BNB, same thing, 30%. I mean, it was a market meltdown, dude. 10-day period. It was gross. It was like I was covering all of it, and then the last day, the travel day, was the crescendo, the selling climax, extremely high volume. And so since then, it's been very controlled in between two ranges, two liquidity zones, 63.5, 64.5, up to 71, 73K. But it's just so pathetic that, like, you could say it's in between ranges. It's probably more like contraction now. You're like contracting locally, because it's like you had the sign of weakness. Okay. The level was tested perfectly 2 times before it rolled over, and then pretty much was tested at the bottom but wasn't, and then they rallied it, and there were just such a lack of demand, the buyers couldn't push the price to 71.7 again. It sold off. It's so methodical, but every time any sort of rally happens, it's just lower highs locally. And this crap, same thing. It's like untradeable. Like, crypto is legit, in my opinion, untradeable right now. Because, like, if you're trying to short, well, where are you shorting, dude? You should be shorting at resistance always, right? Well-defined structures, concluding their development at resistance. Well, I mean, you had a chance, dude. It was a godlike potential opportunity. The XRP trade setup was, it hit 2 of the 3 targets, if not 3 of the 4. The last one was 105. We never saw it, but my God, you couldn't even ask for anything more absolutely perfect than this, where they broke the bear flag. They bearishly back tested that as resistance January 28th, and then the meltdown began. And down here, it's like so much value has been lost in such little time that it starts becoming higher risk for short sellers to reinitiate, because squeezes happen. 73, what do they take? 73K, 74K. What happens? I mean, like, you're underwater. You didn't go short at a good level. You're in between 2 zones here, so it's either you're longing bottoms or you're shorting tops, and you're at neither right now. So there is just no opportunity. If you care about the rules, anyone can gamble. Anyone can just open a short or long right now in crypto, but don't call it trading, because give me a proven true strategy on what you're doing. If you can do that, okay, we'll have a discussion about it. maybe you are trading. But as it stands now, the only thing to do is either be short or be cash, not in this market. And as it stands now, it's become like it's very bearish, but it's kind of locally becoming more neutral because you have failure from sellers to see the bottom of the zone, and you have buyers unable to see the top. So it's just starting to contract now, and that's just neutral garbage. Bad market time. Okay, that's your Bitcoin. Okay, man. We can look at like the weekly. Oh my god, man, this has got to be some sort of a streak, right? It's going on 5 weeks in a row. This might go positive, who knows, by Sunday evening. But we're going on 5 weeks in a row of red candles. Pretty brutal. And just remember, if you care about history repeating itself, like we were discussing the bear flag back from 2022 on this one, and it played, it's unreal. It actually was even worse than 2022 because in 2022, that bear flag had 90 days of development, and this one only had about 50 days before it collapsed. But if you care about like retraces from previous cycle lows to highs, I can give it to you. 78% retrace on Bitcoin. No, I mean, shoot, dude, let's just say 80%, 81% retrace from the previous cycle low to high. And what if we did the same thing? I'm not saying this is going to happen, okay? But you want to do the same thing. What's the previous cycle low? I would say, for sure, October 2022, duh. To the high. You want a 786, you want 40K, 39K to 40K. Again, I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just telling you, what if history repeated itself like the bear flag? What if it was the same percentage losses, you know, after resolution? You'd have a long way to go. How much more downside if history repeated? Just saying, if it did, well, 42% downside. I don't know, man. Michael Saylor is saying some stuff that's getting me all weird. You know, oh, Bitcoin's going to 0 or 1 million. We can stay, we're good until Bitcoin sees 8K. All that stuff just starts making you feel weird because it's like, man, you're playing with fire here. You're taunting the market, kind of, when you say stuff like that. Ugh. And then Tom Lee's out there, you know, whatever. He's still buying Ethereum. It's like, okay, have fun. Just think about, like, what if these guys bought gold and silver? They became gold and silver treasury companies instead of Bitcoin, Ethereum treasury companies. How much better would they be off right now? A lot better. They wouldn't be like looking like lolcows, like financial lolcows. Like, I mean, Tom Lee is right up there with Cathie Woods, and he speed ran it. I mean, Cathie Woods, at least it took her like a decade to get to multi-billion-dollar losses for shareholders, but Tom Lee, what, dude, it took him like 6 months to get to being down over $8 billion, you know, after opening or starting his Bitminer digital asset treasury crusade. Getting Deus vaulted hard. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Ethereum up 0.75%. It looks terrible on the lesser time scales. It does look just like garbage. Looks like an incomplete bearish wave structure, but again, like, who knows? Like, after that move is just less, I think you just have a less probable chance of a more insane drawdown imminently. Like, this is where short squeezes can happen, where it can run to 2400 and wipe everyone out, liquidate $1 billion of shorts, because it just seems so perfect, like it's going to continue downward now. That's the problem after big moves like that were pretty much implied, bearishly back tested. It was perfect, man. It was like, oh, okay, better look out. This looks terrible. It looks so bad. And then it collapses. And then after the collapse, it's like, well, it's rallied a little bit and they're trying to hold up 1920 right now, but they're still below the inflection zone that goes back to, shoot, dude, goes back to 2021, 2022. It's a very real level. They're trading below it, but again, you just can't be surprised if short squeezes happen here, because the big move, like, look what happens, man. Like, what happens if they're just gonna, like, okay, 1900 one time, two time, pump it. Very tough here, just because we just had that violent move down and some high volume. I mean, a short-term bottom could definitely be in. They could range this thing between 1900 and 2100 for months, man. Like you didn't, if you just missed the show, you know, if you're coming in now and you're like, oh, I want to take action. Dude, you just missed it. The big move was the short or be cash. Just don't own it. Same with all the other altcoins too, man. So you were in a good spot. Not so much now. Or taking action. But XRP's weekly real quick. Are y'all here? Are y'all okay? I mean, this is what I've been doing 8 years. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. We're like, okay. Like, this is what you wanted, right? The people that watch still, nothing's changed. 8 years, right? Let me see what chat says. What's up, Chase? Yeah, I'm back, man. What's up, Ronald Grump? What's up, dudes? Felix, Will a realtor. What's up, True? Treasy. What's up, Jonathan Jarzagar? What's up, y'all? Good to see y'all. Okay, it's Friday morning. I'm jet lagged. I'll be like slowly transitioning, trying to get back to the normal stream time. It's just, dude, it's tough. My sleep schedule is like too good now. It's like crazy good. Like, oh, I cannot keep my eyes open. It's like 8:30 p.m. Oh my God. I'm just trying to make it to 9 p.m. and I'm out, you know, 7-8 hours. There won't be another GME short squeeze. Oh, yeah? Sounds like famous last words, dude. Just kidding. But, I mean, Ethereum worse than Bitcoin. They're kind of keeping it neutral this week. Wow. You know, they're really trying to hold up this weekly candle close from 2021 and 2022 at 1936. I mean, that's what they're holding on to. Of course, like, look, you can see the wick. If they lose 1936, it's straight down to 1700s again. That's another big level you don't want to lose. But hey, good news is there's one good thing about this. If you care, from the previous major low from March to the high, that's an 88% retrace. So we are at like possibly a little bit more local value perceived area. 886s, all right. But even when an 886 you see it, that's cool. You might be at a value perceived area, but then you want like big structures to develop. Then you'd want to see like 6 months go by of like this. Like you probably want to see maybe by May, you know, we get something like that. That might be a better. And then like this is an M shape, you know, like a shark or Gartley pattern. I'm not saying like an X A B C and then D pattern with a type 2. That might be legendary. And then, you know, from there they take it here in the summertime. All right, you know. Like that's the stuff like you would want. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's just like, hey, you want to have a strategy. You're just impulsing on the weekly. You want structures. You got to have structures. And that takes time. So we finally made it to some liquidity zones. It's time to construct some patterns. If you want to care about an edge, if you want to care about strategizing, good entries at low levels for good upside potential, you just want those, right? I mean, you had stuff like that back in 2022. You certainly had it in 2020. The one bottom, the second bottom, and then you had that confirmation low on the second low. This was all here on the monthly. It was beautiful. Just want it again. Okay. Let's go to XRP. Everyone's been waiting patiently for this. I know Alex Cobb's out there. Will you look at XRP, man? XRP, you know, they took it down to like 112 and bounced it all the way to 168. Insane, right? I mean, just crazy. A 40 to 50% rally off the lows at the highs. And now you're just sitting in no man's land. There's nothing here, really. No edge, no strategy. Have fun with this, dude. I mean, they could run it back up to 160 again. If you flip your coin and it lands on tails, but if it lands on heads, you might find yourself at a 112 next. Ugh. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like you really do want divergence to develop on the daily at least. What's up, Todd?
Tipped $25. Hey, Mitch, can you look at $I on the weekly? Is trading around $10.50, which aligns with a major historical support. Stock down 92% from its 5-year high and has retraced to levels where buyers previously stepped in.
Oh, dude, that sounds
very bad, boys. Very bad.
Yeah, dude, we will look at AI. Thank you so much for the 25. That's the first contribution. That's my first homecoming contribution. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. Remember, 100% crowdsourced stream. No ads, no monetization, no sponsorships. Literally just you and me, no one else. Okay, so XRP up about almost 2%, you know, cool. But it, dude, again, 50% swing from the low to high. Have fun. This is like trying to chase a tornado without any sort of radar or even knowing how to chase tornadoes. Okay, good luck. It's just, ugh. The swing, I mean, if you're trading leverage, you're asking, I mean, whatever. You're going to do spot price. I want to buy XRP long term for my grandchildren. Oh, whatever, dude. You know, you can buy anytime you want on these assets. But if you're talking about leverage, you're talking about trading plans, you don't have any of that. Okay. And leverage is a great way to lose your whole position very fast. I mean, I can't be surprised. You lever long here, lever short here, you're probably getting liquidated. Yep. Given enough time. Yes. Solana. Okay. See, this is what I'm saying. Like after crashes like that, you just, oh man, like you can't count anything out. Look what they've done. They literally did this. They were like 1 time and 2 times. They confirmed a resistance as resistance, but then the sellers took over and they pushed the price to the bottom of the inflection zone. Now buyers are coming in to defend the level. It's too, you're too neutral now. You're too range bound. It's like a rectangle almost. It's just like this. It's a rectangle. Okay, sideways, it's technically bearish, but whatever, man. They can take this thing back to 90. What are they, 95? They take it to 109. They take it to 121. It's all bearish. It's all technically bearish in the midterm, intermediate. Yeah, so have fun with your rectangle. They're trying to put in a higher low locally. Wow. Then you can't be surprised if $90 doesn't happen next. Okay? To lose 80, though, you can see a preview of what was probably coming if they you know, if like Bitcoin selling climax didn't occur and the bids didn't come in on high volume, you could see what was probably coming. I mean, they were eyeballing 58, $60. They took it to 67. So it's like, you better, whatever you're doing out there, man, you better be not involved with this asset probably below $78. I mean, probably be safe below 79, but whatever, you know, this is ski at your own risk. Okay. Yeah. So what happened since the crash, since the Euro trip began? Nothing. Like that's what's so crazy about it. I went to Europe and crypto has done nothing since the selling climax. It's wild. Solana's up 2.5%. Nice. Okay, let's I mean, what, you want to look at BNB? We can look at BNB real quick, just for a second, okay? BNB, it got devastated, right? And it's trading below key level, like for sure. Like it looks terrible. It looks like the lower high locally, the perfect formal bearish back test 621 is so perfect for lower, but it's more like a pennant. It's like you're penanting, like a miniature triangle going on. So it's just, no, you got to be more neutral, because what if they defend it? Oh, okay. Flip your coin, whether it goes to 660 next or if it goes to 570. Yeah, you just got these little neutral digestion. I call it digestion, man. The market's digesting what just effing happened. Oh my God, the carnage, the devastation, the capitulation. And yeah, like below this inflection zone, 621, 660, you got to be really concerned due to the nature of history, which is typically if they keep the price below 621, 660, or I'm sorry, 621 up to 640, they do that for given enough time. You're targeting for $500, 510. Like, and so it hasn't happened yet. Bitcoin probably has to roll over. Probably has to dump really hard again in order to get that move down. That's what I'm saying. It's tough after the big moves have already happened. So good luck on your gamble. Big gamble, neutral gamble. What's up, Nick? Yep, trip was awesome. I've become a more well-rounded individual due to all the food and beer. Cap up. But yeah, I've become more well-traveled. Okay. It was very, very fun. The places I was at, right? I mean, I wasn't at any sort of weird place. I was only at these posh, high-end places. You know, people are priced out. You know, the riffraff's priced out. So, didn't get the full Euro experience, but it was the best Euro experience. Okay, gazelling. Some of you Dutch will. I mean, all of you Dutch that are Dutch would understand. Gezellig. And then got a new watch in London. It was real nice. Stayed near Hyde Park at the... can't remember the name of the hotel. It was like the nicest hotel literally in London. I wanted to stay at the Shard because I love the Shard, but I was... my arm was pulled. What is it? Come on. Stayed at the Rosewood in Amsterdam, and then I can't remember the hotel. It's so freaking nice though. Anyway, so yeah, good luck on. Let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. Gold, man. It's all about 5100 here, okay? Hill Liquor, Lewick. Hill Liquor, Billin. Hope some Dutch people are watching right now. Hill Bill and Liquor, something like that. Anyway, what's up, Wapiti, man? The root beer, Wapiti, the root beer. So with gold, I'll show you on the lesser time scale. It looked weak, man. It did look weak. I was like, man, is that a sign of weakness? And they look. This was the tier. This is what I'm saying. All these like immediate initial algorithm moves, you just can't trust them. You don't know if it's actually real. Are they gonna press the dimensions of reality where, oh yeah, this initial move's actually real, chat? It's gonna continue. It didn't. It literally got completely bought up, and now you're near the highs, and that happened within an hour and a half. Nice educational rising 3 methods on gold. Rising 3 methods? How? Rising 3 methods? No. Rising 3 methods. What time scale, sir? I don't think so. It's not how it works. You'd have to have... It would be falling 3 methods. It's already invalidated because this candle is already higher than the first candle. Can't happen. This would have to completely collapse right now and close below 5K. Okay. So what I was saying is, on the 4 hour, like it's all about 5100 because they've like created this resistance. Mr. Bastion, if you're in the Discord, you did get notified by me personally. So if you're not on the Discord link is pinned above. It's free to join. I notify you when I go live in there. So if your notifications are on, so you will never miss a live stream because YouTube will inevitably fail. Okay, get in the Discord or be destroyed. All of you. God, what are you doing? It's also like educational resources, and it's like where the communication and the conversation continues when this live stream ends. It's like, hey, want to be in contact with me while I'm in Europe for 2 weeks, and I'm not live as much? I'm in there. I'm like posting. I'm there. You know, I'm in the general chat, in the Citadel, whatever. So anyway, so gold's 5100. This level from January 26th, February 3rd. You can see it February 9th and 11th. That's on deck. Like they failed to see it the 13th before it rolled over again, and the bids came back in. And now it's like, if they fail to see 5100 again and we start rolling over locally, oh no, it's almost like 1 and 2 here. That's confirming the sign of weakness. So it's like really important to break through this February 13th high, 5,044, and go test 5100 again. I'll feel a lot more comfortable about it. What's up, user 7362?
$LMND writes at the 200-day small. Can you check it out and give your minds on it?
Yeah, we'll look at lemonade. Thank you, dude, for the lemonades. Not yellow super chat. Get it? Because lemons are yellow. So thanks, dude. Yeah. Okay, triple X. I'll try to find it. But anyways, so if you break, I think if 5100 gets broken by buyers, dude, that is where you're probably going to all-time highs. Like silver's probably going to go to $90+ maybe even 100. It's all about 5,100. So put everyone in the world should have an alert set up around 5,105 or so. You hear that beep, something major is happening. I mean, this is all you just up here. These are levels we've never been to before, but they've created a resistance. Shoot, dude, like 3 weeks ago it began. So they break that, meant there's just straight up and down and up and down, like you straight up to 5,500 probably in a very short period of time. And that means silver's up like 7, 8, 10%, like crazy. So what's up, Nathan, man?
At Nathan Pierce 1129 super chatted $30. Hey Mitch, can we get an update on the Rivian DC charts?
Yeah, sure, dude. Why not? Rivian, bro, come on. Rivian, that was one thing while I was absent. All the Rivian bros, the concerned bros, not so concerned now, huh? Yeah. And we were memeing about it too, because it was a bad macro day. Oh my God, everything was in the gutter. It's over, dude. And then it was like, the meme was, well, Rivian reports after the closing bell. So it's like, surely it's going to pump like crazy because everyone would think it's going to dump. And the meme was right. It was real. It was up 24% or something overnight. Incredible. And still, I think it might be a breakaway gap. We will look. Okay. I'm not sure about EC. I don't know what's up with the EC chart, Nathan. But anyway, so yeah, someone's like a dragon. Yes, you do have the dragon. Let me just get rid of this. It's like a higher low. It's a stronger dragon than silver for sure. Stronger dragon because a higher low represents more than before. So you have 1 foot, the second foot, whereas on silver you have a lower low. So yeah, like they broke out. It's just sideways. But the good news is locally, these two lows right here are higher than the foot of the dragon. So that's more than before. And if we see 5,100 again, it starts morphing or turning into the psychology of an ascending triangle where you have a sell wall with evidence of accumulation, right? So you have more than before, sell wall. They're absorbing the remaining supply. And once that, and the trend is good. So once they absorb the remaining supply at 5,100, mega breakout with no liquidity until 55 plus $100. So that's why it's like kind of promising here, gold. You got some crazy people too. Like, I don't know who they are, but they're someone buying like millions of dollars of out of the money call options on gold for end of year, $15,000. How are you putting down millions of dollars in out of the money calls for it gold to triple in less than a year at this point by December? It's either like the richest weirdo, gambler degen ever, or they know something, you know? What's up, Calvin, man?
Happy Friday, everyone.
Dude, thanks for the $9 super chat, man. Thank you, bro. There you go, Cactus. Here's your dragon stuff. So it's all about 5,100 at this point.
Hi,
We'll go to silver.
Great stream as always.
Oh, thanks, man.
Please have a look at KHC Kraft Heinz Weekly.
Yeah, dude, we'll look at some ketchup. I know G-Dog was talking about it or something in Discord. Certainly. Thank you, man. Silver pumping right now. It's up almost 5%, heading to 84. 84 is a big deal. I don't know, 82.80 is also, you're at a high from January 6th. Fibonacci, we'll definitely look at it. Thank you, dude. Very grateful. 82.50 and then $84. If they break that, man, 93 to 95 on deck. Okay, because we're going one at a time. Just make this only visible on the daily. Confuse people. Wait. But this is a dragon. This is a very valid dragon, and we right here, they were having a lot of trouble at resistance, and then that 10% drawdown the day of the stream, and they took it down a little lower, but never lost the zone, like 71 to 74. And look at this, they're rallying it, and you're going to square up probably around 84, and breaking that's very important. The good news is even if you ran up here and failed, you could sell off and make another higher. You go to 74 and put it in another higher low, and it would probably just be a better opportunity for longing. So you have a dragon pattern that hasn't really gone anywhere, but that's okay. It's still active. This is not invalid. I don't think probably till you lose $71, maybe even 64, but very volatile, man. Silver is as volatile as any S coin could be. All right, you have 3 to 5% swings literally every single day on the third largest market cap asset in the world. I think it's third to Nvidia, but I think it goes much higher. It'll become number 2 again. What happened, Baby Genius, man? What are you talking about? What I see, Baby Genius. Okay, so silver, hype in the chat. Let's send this. We all got our silver stacks, our physical. We got our chains. I want to wear the chain again. Okay, I wore it the whole trip. I just had it tucked in. The whole UK trip, or UK.
Pics have been awesome. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
What's all my... Yeah, well, I did enjoy myself. It's over now. Well, it is over now. So, incredible. Like, I can't even tell you, chat. Like, how it started, how it went, and how it ended. Like, it's like, what a blessing. It's like, how can I, a guy with less than 100,000 subs, have the opportunity to hang out with someone with like one of the biggest YouTubers in the entire world? I can't say anything beyond that, but what a dream. So, okay, that's your silver and gold analysis. And then we can go to, like, we can look at copper, bronze metal. I mean, dude, how in the world, how are they holding this? They're just doing it. It's over. Momentum shifting. It's a very nice head and shoulders. But before you can even say head and shoulders, they never broke the neckline. They held it. Bullish engulfing candle. And this is almost like 3-bar, like almost a 3-bar play ongoing. Like, if they break 580, man, then you're just gonna run back up to $6. This is so incredible how they just didn't let it lose the local support for now. So rooting for copper long term. I mean, if that's the worst the sellers could do, look at the volume, man, involved. I mean, that was the highest volume spike we had seen in years since February 2022, and it like manifested into nothing. So that, what does that mean? Like, all that effort from the sellers, and they couldn't do anything. So it's like they're spinning the wheels in the mud, getting nowhere. So that's kind of bullish, strong if you're just talking about volume signatures. Okay, live in chat. I mean, copper looks good, man. Let's break 580. Everyone have alerts above 580, maybe even 590. I think 580 is a good one though. Amazing. Okay, I want to show you this, the silver silge log scale trend. Like, look at this thing. I mean, since April, look, it's been uptrending like this, and like they, recently saw its highs. It was very much underperforming silver, like to a criminal level. But on the sell-off, it actually outperformed silver. It wasn't as bad of a dump, and now locally, like, you're confirming a bottom kind of at the heart line, and you're close to, you break 35.84. I mean, that's where you go fill the gap at 38, and you might be running to all-time highs. So your silver junior silver miners ETF looks actually really strong. What an incredible trend. Worst case scenario, they take it to $30. Might be an opportunity to buy. I mean, they were at 27.30. Load the farm, bet the farm. So yeah, just your silver miners actually looking good still. Like, no problem, man. And I guess we can look at some of these Mag 7s real quick. Why not, man? Let's look at best horse. Google up 3.68%. Amazing. What a pump. Yeah, but yeah, they took it down to 296, and that's pretty much where they put their foot down, I guess, and said, all right, we're going to bid this up now. What a trend. That dark cloud cover served its purpose with a really nice correction. I mean, since that pattern, right? I mean, it was a 14% correction off the dark cloud cover identification. But again, like, they're just holding this thing up and probably going to take it to 328. Test that November high. At that point, I don't know if they're going to create a head and shoulders or not, but like, what a trend, man. Just what a winner. Finally got some sort of correction, but the correction only took it to the highest low ever, like the same low of the highest from December. So, oh yeah, the options on gold is unreal. It is literally unreal, and it's like, there's no way, right? Like, absolutely no way we're going to see $15,000 gold by December. Just no. Chat, are y'all there? And make sure you're still watching the stream. Say something in the chat or be destroyed. Okay. Meta actually is very interesting. I mean, It would be nice. I really want to see a 530, 523 meta. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I might, but I just can't believe that they're low, higher low, back test of key level. They spring back tested virtually. Huge run up to earnings. They hit resistance and then pulled it back. But now it's like testing 630, which is another swing high, another key level from December 2024. And it's just holding this. And it's like, dude, they're putting in more than befores. So is it like, are they beginning to finally reaccumulate on meta? And it's actually becoming like evident or apparent on the chart? Or is it just bearish consolidation before legs down again and we get the absolute most incredible entry ever at 530, 520? Like I wish we could get that, because why? Because you'd get an 886 retrace. You'd actually get a completed like bat pattern down there, and then that's when you get type 2 return. It's so many incredible things could happen down there and there'd be no controversy or question. But they made it to a 78% retrace, and that's where this potential maybe reaccumulation is beginning. So it's kind of suspect. I'm not sure if we're good. One thing that's kind of interesting is how they like took it down and they tried to like, right, all you have to do is lose 632 and they're going to go fill the gap at 612. They didn't let it happen. They're not letting it happen. So I'm kind of intrigued on it. Kind of intrigued. Optimum entry 630, but maybe 786 is as good as the sellers could ever do. Yeah. Amazon hit that, I mean, sub 200, hit 196 at the lows, hit its lowest price since May of last year. And they did end up defending that 200, and it's been rallying, and you're just in the middle of two liquidity zones, 200 to 214. It's off the highs of the day at 211, but you would think like 214 for a bearish back test would be normal. Like, of course, like why wouldn't they just do this, you know? Like, of course, but we're not there yet. And it's bad, man. I mean, you just got to think about, hey, dude, Ethereum, I don't know, this isn't as bad as Ethereum. Ethereum, same as 2021, but I mean, dude, to own the largest e-commerce giant in the entire world, and it's the same price it was at since November, since the election, since Trump got elected, bro. Crap, man, my dishwasher turned off. Give me 1 second. I just got to open it real quick. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's just bad, man. Largest e-commerce giant in the world. And nothing. But my dividends, my growth stock, 471 days, same price. Not a good performer, man. Like, that's real bad. Compared to, you know, that's a lot of money lost. So, okay, not really a structure or an edge or anything like that. Just Apple is kind of better. Like, it's interesting. I think you're kind of in really good shape. It could be like right here is almost where it could be a wonderful opportunity. Like, someone could maybe try to take a chance here. Maybe. Like, you got to think about why. It's always about why. Why, man? Because you have a trend intact since the tariff crash lows. Really well-defined demand line. Okay, they've recaptured and reconfirmed it a couple times. They're holding it right now. But at the same time, that demand line is confluent with the horizontal line support resistance that goes back to December 2024. Oh, man, what are you trying to say? Apple's at the same price it was at 400 plus days ago? Unfortunately, yes. So not, I mean, it's like 1 month better than Amazon. Terrible performance. My dividends, though, I guess. Sure. Anyway, I'm saying, like, this is where someone's setting up a stop loss at 255, maybe. Right. The reason being, do you really want to own the asset below 260, the horizontal line support resistance and the demand line for too long? I don't think so. 256, maybe 255, 254. That maybe to set up a stop, and then you're entering now, and then you're just gonna, I mean, your take profit might be in the 300s all time. It had to be all time highs for it to be equitable here, right? So that's the only thing I kind of can get out of this, but I'm just not, you know, it could be, oh, dude, we're screwed. We're going to 237 sooner. Okay, well, then you get stopped out and you move on. You say, oh, I'm not going to apologize for trying to strategize some stuff kind of going. You see stuff kind of going on. They're trying to defend. They're trying to hold, but it can't be that surprised. You get 3-to-1 reward to risk with your first target being all-time highs. So it's not too bad. Oops. Not too bad, man. It's just the thought process behind it. It's not a terrible idea. It's just like they recaptured, reconfirmed once here in late January in the rally and the sell-off, and now they're trying to defend again. I don't have like crazy conviction on this or like high confidence. Yeah, the oscillators don't really look particularly amazing or anything. I mean, at least they're holding it above, like, hey, they defended the neutral zone, right? They didn't let it fall in the bearish control zone. I guess that's okay. Yeah, it doesn't look that strong. I mean, they put in a lower high, but maybe it's you just look, dude, you're just trying to play like maybe, just maybe a potential like wave structure that they're trying to hold the C point. 886, man. If they higher low this S, do you understand what that means? That means this is a potential deep crab, which means the 1618 is the only price reversal zone, which means like 1618 is 315. So that's like what you're kind of trying to play the C point. And the reason why you're trying to play the C point is because it's kind of so strategic. Like, what if they do defend this level, both levels, right, that are confluent with each other right effing here? That's the, you know, it's either way. It's like, that's managing your risk. It could fail tomorrow. Oh my God, we invaded Iran. Boom, it's done. It's cooked. Monday, Tuesday, right? And you're stopped out with very minimal losses. That's the whole point, though, right? You cut your losses fast. Yeah, if your stop loss is getting triggered, your argument completely is invalid. You have no reason to own Apple anymore. This is the only reason why, right? You see what I'm saying? Target 1 there, and then target 2 would be like 315, we said. The pattern completion zone of that 1618. Local 1618. It's kind of up there at the supply. It's like 1 and 2. Does that make sense? Just using yeah, of course we'd like to see it go 200. Of course. It very well could, man. It could. It's done nothing in 400 plus days. It's terrible. No innovation since the iPhone. The CEO went to Auburn, dude. Come on. That's true. Apple hugging the ropes like a boxer about to get knocked out. Yep. It is, man. It's like Rocky, dude. It's a way to size it up. I'm not saying I think it's going to happen. Okay. I'm just saying, like, wow, man, we're looking at these assets. Amazon, there's no real strategy. There's no structure. There's nothing I can even say about it. Meta, not even really. Google, not even really. This is the only one. So maybe I won't post it, but like just education, man. This is how you size up anything. Nvidia, okay, up 0.4%. Dude, have fun with your, both have arguments. Buyers could be like, dude, we got higher lows than the lowest low from September. They're all higher lows. Okay, great. But on the other side, it's like, well, how can you say you're failing at 192 thrice? So it's more of that neutral crap, like where you don't have an edge. It could be a head and shoulders in the making, but at the same time, it could just be like, I mean, how much chop, man? I mean, I'm talking 211 days of chop. Super neutral. You could say maybe just a minor hint of bullish bias just because the prevailing impulse was a wave up. So you could give the consolidation and digestion to the buyers, and they are putting in those higher lows locally. So you could kind of give a little bit of an edge or a little bit of an oomph to the buyer side than the seller side. And it's also like, right, what happens if Nvidia collapses, man? What if Nvidia goes to an 886 here, which is what would probably happen? The low to high, you know, you go to 886s, 786s, 118, 105. My God, the index fund's cooked because it's such a large weighted, it's the largest weighted asset of the index fund. So That's Crypto Hoarder, man. What's up, dude? Yes. Oh, dude. It makes you really like going to Europe in the dead of winter and then coming back here. It really makes you appreciate it. I was like, oh my God. It's just frigid, freezing cold everywhere you go over there. You come here and it's like, wonderful. Oh, AC's on. Yeah. So have fun with this Rubik's Cube up here, dude. Like, you know, 170 to 194. That's your range, your multi-month range now. Yeah, 3-month range. Wow, quarter. Tesla. Well, you know, here's the thing, man, about it. The weekly is kind of scary. A little scary. Like where you could use the narrative of, oh, yeah, things are getting bad. We're in a midterm year, and midterms historically are bad years for equities. You look at this weekly and you say, I don't know if I like this, man. I don't know. Like, you got the bearish Gartley up here. They are talk about a boxer about to get knocked out. Look at this, dude. This is how close you are to it being, oh, okay, $300. I mean, if they lose $400 here, that's probably where you're targeting. You have to target for $300. But it's not over yet, right? Because they're still holding for 3 weeks. They've been holding on to 400. Technically, they've been holding on since November, but so it's literally all about like, can they? So 414.50. Look what they're doing. 3 days in a row, maybe 4 days. Like 414.50. Okay, it's not a joke. Okay, let me show you exactly what it is. It is your old all-time high from November 2021. That is the level right there, 414.50. And 3 days in a row now, being below it. Fail. 3 failures. And at the same time, this supply line too, also being denied, regarded as resistance at the same time. So it's like, oh, it is just hard to have any conviction when price action is correlating so negatively. It's not my opinion. I'm showing you, like scaling in and showing you. You want 3 days of this back test. You want that high or low again. Maybe next week you get this, or even this where they like break all the levels and they come and they back test the supply line as a support, and then they hold and hold. Like, that's what you want. You don't want to be testing 3 times resistance, 3 times support. So maybe next week, but just everyone have an alert set up above 414.50, because that is everything right now. That's the level to be watching. You don't want to be confirming resistance from 2021 as resistance. And this is like, oh my God, dude, is this kind of like Ethereum in a way where, bro, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Tesla bros, but 1,580 days ago, Tesla was trading at the same price it's trading at right now. That's nasty. You know what that means? I mean, I get it, right? This is a cycle top versus nothing burger where they're trying to flip it as support. I get it, you know? But man, that's still pretty gross. Like, what happens, dude? They can't let it, right? They can't let this thing fall to 300 again. Otherwise, you would be able to confirm that Tesla was a terrible investment over the past half decade. So don't lose $400, bro. And if you do, you better recapture real fast, or we're going to see 300. Big day on Monday. Farm Act. What is that? DCI Act inside passes in current form. Bitcoin will come under CFTC jurisdiction. Okay. Well, I was just looking at one more Max 7. Sorry, and then we'll maybe get to these requests. We had a few of them. This one's kind of like Bitcoin, right? The devastation was just so jarring and nasty that the market's just trying to like, whoa. Are you kidding me, dude? Let's digest this for a moment. Let's digest after the destruction of wealth. The Eye of Sauron, man. The Tower of Barad-dûr. Still overlooking all of Middle Earth here. I mean, you're at a zone like 388, 397. Don't lose it. If you lose it, It's going to be a quick, easy ride to 367, which is awesome because that'd be an 88% retrace from this low to high, and that's the deep value perceived area. So this wave, you're thinking you're starting to get longer in the tooth. This is where like the chance of a squeeze or reflexive rally starts becoming more probable, where you get something like this. You see, like from January, that rally up there. You're in time, you'll probably get one of those. So it's just like shorts cover after a drawdown like that, and it's kind of tough to. You don't really have an edge going long here. Besides, you're just at a support. But to go short here is asking to get squeezed really hard, violently, randomly. I mean, there's kind of divergence. No, there's not. It's bearish convergence. So, yep, it's kind of tough here, man. Tough market. Mag 7s. Yikes. These are like, have been bad. Let me look at U.S. oil real quick. Okay. We're going across the markets, man. That's what we do. U.S. oil saw its highest price yesterday. No, today, actually. Yesterday and today since August. Some multi-month highs there on oil. I tweeted about this. I even promoted the tweet. I wanted more people to see it. Identifying the M shape, the type 2 return, the bullish divergence on the type 2, the recapturing the key levels, the back testing of 60-61, supply line broken, back tested as support as well. All and back and above the 200-day simple moving average. There's so many good things going on with this, which is like you got to tell the masses if you can. As many people as will listen as possible. And you're just waiting on 75 to 78 here. You're almost like not making a call, but you're identifying a momentum halting, momentum reversing structure. I like these M shapes. And it just was too pretty. It was too good looking. And you could imagine what happens if some sort of Middle East turmoil occurs. It's going to propagate this thing. So I would think like it's a long trade set. I posted a trade setup in the Citadel Patreon. I think it's one of the most recent ones while I was in Europe. And it's like, it's so easy. It's so easy. Like setting the entry, the strategic stop loss that is tight as F with maximum upside potential if it succeeds. And that's all you're looking for with the structure that prevailed that was, increasing your probability that it would play out in your favor. So all the things you needed, you wanted on US oil, it was there. And if it fails, tight stop loss, doesn't matter. You get stopped out, minimal losses, move on with your day. This thing falls to 50, 40, 20, okay, whatever. But my God, above 60, you're waiting on 75 to 78. Okay. All right, that was just oil. Okay. Let's check out a couple of these requests. I've been live now for 1 hour, 6 minutes. If you're enjoying the homecoming stream, hit the like button above the sub. Thanks for being here, everyone. Y'all are amazing. People that watch me still after 8 years. We don't really get new people anymore because YouTube has like completely halted my ability to be discovered. So it's like, what are you gonna do? But let's look at first request, which was Lemonade, I think. No, it was C3 AI. AA, yeah. It's nasty, man. Brutal. I mean, completely brutalized. Like, what have they done? What have they done to it? There was an M shape there and it failed hard. They're diverging it still. Yeah, absolutely still diverging at where? The absolute lowest of low levels you could ever dream of. This is it, man. The issue, okay, like you might get a rally here, of course. But the rally could just be very weak, another lower high, and they rolled over again. So what did you say? You like it on the weekly? Yep. Down 92% from its 5-year high. Retraced the levels where buyers previously stepped in. Well, the only thing I could give you is not on the weekly. Because the weekly, there's just not going to be any data. The only thing is like you got the daily here. They lost it, confirmed. February 5th. They recaptured, reconfirmed it. That's all you got, man. It's like almost this spring back test to spring thing. Problem is your trend is so bad that the performance of any rally could just be pathetic and it's not equitable. Like, where do you even take profit? I mean, the only place that would make sense to maybe take profit, I think, would probably be like 1263. Is that a really good trade? I'm not sure. So, and I don't even think that's big. That's not even a structure, really. That's just like one little thing that happened. There's no pattern. There's no evidence of more than before or accumulation. It is just the only thing that would be happening is maybe you're playing a little exhaustion here. Is there a structure? I don't even know, man. Like, is that a wedge? If you tried to, yeah, it's like a wedge pattern. Okay, you got a little wedge pattern down here. There you go. That's pretty. That's actually a very pretty wedge. Dang. They lost it. They recaptured, they even reconfirmed the wedge demand line of support too. So it's like, dude, best I could do is, I mean, you want to take profit at 15 and 16.28. I don't know how you get there in such bad market conditions. So you requested it, man.
Anybody want cream? TLT retest of key level.
Okay, no cream. Bro, no way. No way you actually want cream. A dead crypto. Thank you, dude. Dude, this would be a zero conviction pattern trade where I don't expect this. I have no expectations ever, but like even more so on this where it's like you could try to take profit at 1356 because it's a swing low back from 2022. Is it? Right there. Yeah, 1347. I mean, like you could play that and it's equitable because you're at such a good level here. But yeah, your take profits, like, you know, you're going to take profit there. You're probably not going to take a 50% profit. So you probably go 618. It lines up with that resistance from December 10th. That'd be it. I mean, that'd be done. That would be it, man. So the only thing you can say, the problem is like after hours trading and pre-market, after like, dude, you know, all of a sudden it dumps and you're trading. Wait, what is there earnings coming up? Oh, of course earnings is coming up in 5 days, and before death, and before it's like gap down to $8. You're screwed. It's AI, the bubble pop. Oh, okay. Well, like, I mean, say there wasn't earnings. This would be how you'd probably play it. Okay. AI. No conviction. You just, right. We're using some critical thinking here. A swing low from December 2022, falling wedge pattern nearing its apex. They recaptured the wedge pattern and they held and recaptured kind of the support from history. It'd be a pure exhaustion play in a downtrend. So that's all I could give you. Okay. I don't even think I'm going to post it, but that's, again, education, man. Just like thinking outside the box, helping you on your trading journey. That's all I'm trying to do here. Okay. Like if you're not setting a stop loss, you're out of your effing mind. If you're longing into earnings, do not be surprised if you're down 30% in a day, because that can happen. It can also be up 30% a day, can make this thing play out. But it's interesting. I know. I'll just post the chart, and charts only just for memes. Whatever, dude. It's a wedge. Nice. Thanks again for the contribution, Todd. I don't know if you're even here anymore. Eliminate. Isn't this like a lending? I can't remember it. Lending. Looks like a Carvana or something. Like a weaker, scrubbier Carvana. You said something about this, and it was, you said, user 7362, 200-day moving average. Check it out. Get my mind on it. Well, again, like you might be the 200, but you're not. There's no structure here, right? We want structures. We want predictable patterns. You're not oversold. Tremendous amounts of negative momentum. After what a freaking run, man. Are you kidding me? What a run. I think you definitely lost some sort of demand line, if there was one. Like, right? Like, it was like this. They lost it. Good God, you know, whatever, however you were, it's a demand line in general. So like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and broken. Like today, they like broke it today. But yeah, they're trying to hold on to something, a support here from 2020. They lost this 2021 support, so it's like, I guess you're in a zone. Yeah, resistance. They're below that. if they start pivoting here and start showing favorable price action, you would want something like this. I'm just telling you, you would want this and then this and then this. Like that's legitimately, if you want an uptrend, a good trade setup in an uptrend, you want to see like a reaction initially, like right the first time they test that support, you want to see them react and it sells off and they lose the level. And then the buyers recapture the level when the sellers just can't do anything after dropping it, right? And then they recapture and then they reconfirm its validity. So you get that higher low characteristic. And it's almost like momentum shift in a long-term uptrend. That's when you get, that's like forms of confirmation. That's where you get comfortable and say, oh, okay, this seems like that's going to be most likely turning into something like this. Yes. You just don't have any of that. You want structures. You want a lot of price action correlation that is positive to key levels. And it might sometimes takes weeks, if not months. And you're just now approaching the zone for the first time. That's not an edge. You're just sitting there. Good luck on your scalp. That's what you'd be saying, a scalp. Okay. Thank you, dude. Go to Rivian. Have in the chat for Rivian. Oh, it's all given back, dude. Good God, man. I go to Europe and it's gone. Yep. Well, that's unfortunate, man. They're going to fill the gap soon. Probably down at 14 bucks. It's above the 200, but you're just hoping we get back above 1567. I mean, really, like you're still making higher lows somehow, some way. But yeah, we talk about a brutal, really tough chart. Where you have the BABA set up, everything. It's just taking forever. It's just something where like you have a normal position, you know, nothing crazy. And you're just going with it. You're going with it, and it takes patience and time. Just like BABA took an entire year to get to target 4 of the trade setup. So yeah, position trades, still no problem. Still the highest low of since the accumulation began. And you just got to roll with it, man. No one said any of this is going to be easy. EC. Eco Petrol. Well, almost different world, but a better market. Integrated oil. We were here, man. If you remember, this thing's just bullish consolidation after a mega breakout. Takes you all the way back to 2018 and 2022. Remember that? See, this is what I'm talking about. Literally just looking at that request, right? We were looking at Lemonade. And this is the stuff I'm discussing, right? Like where you have these key levels from history. They lost it, man. The sellers finally broke it. It was over for EC. But the sellers from November 2024 to January 2025, they couldn't do anything with the ball when they broke it. So they relented. The buyers took back over, recaptured that key level, and then came back down. There was another test. The sellers pounded again. They tried again, and they couldn't once more, and it was a higher low. So more market participants involved than before, and then another rally, and then even more formal price action that was positive at the key level, above the key level. And then from there, you know, the pullbacks, it doesn't matter at that point. The rule of 3 came into play, recaptured the 200 moving average, and look at it now. Like this is like possibly trend reversing stuff. So this, you're waiting on 1420 to 1530. Any pullback is going to most likely be a higher low. They could take this 10 bucks, man, 1030, and still going to be solid. I mean, anything above, legit, anything above 9 bucks is great on this one. So integrated oil, what a good sector. US oil, XLE, come on, man. They've been doing very well. It's like first the metals, then the energy. Fortunately, not electric energy, right? Hasn't been. Okay, Fibonacci times. He wants ketchup, Kraft Heinz. Well, okay, just to reiterate, been here recently-ish. Someone requested this, and it's not about what's going to happen. It's about what we want, and nothing's really changed since I've been here. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it sold off and finally hit the pattern completion zone of this big M shape, which is crazy, right? Here, they took it down. They completed it. So now, like the other parts that could take us to the summertime, what we really want is we want to see buyers recapture 2487. Why 2487? Because it's a key level from 2019. You see that right there? We want them to recapture that key level. Then we want them to reconfirm it as support once and maybe even twice if we're fortunate. They could lose it. They could do something like, you know, this, where they lose it again and they recapture. But on the third, we want to still see that formal bullish price action at above it. Okay, so we're still waiting on. This is a lot more development. I think if you want a really strong trade setup, position trade, you want to see all this happen. And it hasn't happened yet. They haven't even recaptured 2047. So that's where we're at on this. Nothing's changed except maybe they finally completed the pattern, which is cool. But we need more. You do need more. You want more. See, 3-day. It would be beautiful. A work of art. Yeah, all kinds of bullish divergence going on right now. Like, so sellers are extremely exhausted on the 3-day. Extremely exhausted. So that is like what could get us over the goal line, over 25. And then we want to see them reconfirm the support as support again. And that gives us an edge. Stronger edge, okay? Does that make sense? Fibonacci times, man. I don't know if you requested that or not. Good God, Cream the Legend actually wants Cream coin. You want Cream, dude? Are you serious? Cream. It is on one exchange now on crypto.com. One now. You do not want to see this, dude. It is exactly what I had dreamed of it to be. Oh, so nasty, man. What are you sure? Oh, TLT. Dude, you're freaking me out. Okay. You didn't capitalize TLT, so it looks like retest the key level. I thought you were, yeah, TLT. Here we go. TLT bros. Gonna pull them back today. Well, the past 3 days. Past week, actually. Yeah, so one thing that's good about this, all right? Some people be like, it's why off accumulation. TLT, the bond bros. Actually, you might be onto something. They're not retesting it yet. Cream. They're not retesting it yet. Looks like 87.74, 88.62. They're getting close, man. But a little bit more of a pullback would be great. But yeah, I mean, you could look at this like some form of Wyckoff accumulation, trading range between $83 and $100. Okay. I like the higher lows. They're still putting the higher lows in, but to recapture 88, look, see, it's not an opinion. It's just reality, right? You see it how many times, man? Like how real it is. 03 and onward. So almost there, man. We have recaptured it. Now it's time to reconfirm it. Like, give me this, this, and then this. Oh my God. Longing TLT. I'll be a bond bro if we can get that. Okay? You give me that, I'm a bond bro. Then we're talking 97 and beyond. And that means really bad stuff probably for equities. Possibly really good stuff for metals. Possibly. We might be in a super cycle. If equities are selling off, and I don't know, man. Like, we're in weird times. Pretty unprecedented times, actually. So yeah. Bonds looking better, man. I was kind of like, what are you doing? Below the 200, below the inflection zone. But they finally did it. They got us back above it. Now let's reconfirm, and then a couple times. Cream Legend, thank you for 20, dude. Okay. Been live out about an hour and a half now. If you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button below. So thanks for being here, everyone. Base Cream Legend's here, dude. So is Fibonacci Times. Wayne Bassett, I don't want to see what. What's up, Grace? How you doing? Type into chat. Type in the chat for neutral Bitcoin after the collapse. Yeah, man. Bitcoin, not at support, not at resistance. Disgusting. Where it's like, oh, not enough demand to push the price to resistance. Not enough supply, not enough selling pressure to push the price to support. It's so stupid. So it's like, oh, we got like a little pennant going on Bitcoin where you flip your coin, there you go. What's up, 6? You are destroyed. I'm sorry you're destroyed, dude. Times to make money, not lose money. And we're just in this, oh God, I mean, every day there's news on Trump tariffs or war in Iran or something, dude. Ugh, God. Silver about to be up 5% and it's pumping, dude. See how it was, man? It was like, dude, it's all given back. Everything was slammed. It's like highs of day. High of day on silver, highest price since the 12.
TNDM 35% up so far.
Well, that one's remember, give me 3 years. And TNDM will pay for your child's college. Okay. TNDM is a generational trade. Generational position trade. If you care about all the Scott Carney stuff, it's there. But you got to give it 3 years because it's the pattern began its development when I started live streaming 8 years ago. So if a pattern takes 8 years to develop, it might take 3 years to play out and really give some good yield. So it's an investment. TNDM is just an investment at this point. Silver though, looking like you're wanting that 82.80, and then after that 84, they break 84. See ya. $90+. I'll say yeah, $92. Gold is also doing really well. It's near its highs of day, 5,067. But we don't care really about gold until 5,100. 5,100 is everything on gold. URA cannot. The uraniums can't do it. I didn't look at rare earth strategic metals. Remix. I mean, since it hit the profit taking level of the trade setup at 98, just sideways, pretty neutral here. I don't really see anything. I mean, it could see it draw down more and it still wouldn't be that big a deal, but it's down 1.1% today. Not a big deal. You can see that resistance back from 2018. That's what they hit. And that's where you could pull back and make nice deep corrections. They could take it. Oh, they already did. They took it to 81 and it held, but not much has really been going on since that successful defense of 82. So, all right. But yeah, man, it's almost like you have a bullish dragon on gold and silver, golden and silver dragons. Play Game of Thrones, man. It's their currency. That's crazy, dude. So we'll see what this silver just eclipsed 5%. Highs of day. Type into chat. Bitcoin. We are in it's lunchtime. Oh my god, dude. This is so weird. It's noon. Dude, it's noon. Isn't it, man? Yeah. TLT, not cream. Well, dude, lunchtime on the East Coast, on Wall Street in Miami. TNDM up 36.6%. Just mooning on good earnings. How about that? Highest price seen today on TNDM since February in 1 year. A 1 year high, 52-week highs on TNDM. Diabetes, baby. As they bled it out methodically, hit the 200. How? Great to see. What was the one that we had? I want to PSCF. I think I showed this in the last stream. This one's it could be pulling back some, you know, but it's the weekly on this one. This was the small cap financials. Dude, it's so insane. Like, I mean, I know, like a little bearish divergence from a high to the slightly higher high. Yeah, they could pull it back down to 50. I know, definitely could. But this is, again, as long as I've been live streaming, this thing's been developing like a reaccumulation pattern. It's so pretty to see. I mean, you just don't see patterns. It's massive. It takes so much time. So we're just going to continue to pay attention to this one. So Susanator. To try a chocolate mushroom? No, dude. No, I didn't see any of those around. HRG, Walmart. Dude, Walmart's, there's no opportunity. It's gone, right? It like did the thing. It like blew up. Went berserk. Saved everyone's life. And that was it, dude. God, silver, man. Highs of day, constantly. Look at this freaking weekly, man. Going for massive engulfing candle. I mean, that could be it, man. Like, the Chinese New Year, right? I think China's done letting the spoofing happen. And, I just hope you, I mean, this is a good time to be like buying some like physical, like dollar cost averaging on physical. If you can afford it, just having some, man. But yeah, they're going to test 84. And if they can break that, man, the dragon will, I think, $92 to $100 target, man. There's not much resistance up there. Yeah, above, it's like 92 and then it's gone. Yeah, I can look at PLG. I know, man. People are like pitchforks on this one. Hey, yeah, dump, man. What do you think? The silver crash, you know, that gold and silver crash. Nothing really wrong with this. Back at the 200, it's holding. I mean, this is like, you're mad. I know people be upset because it like pulled back kind of like on breakout watch because like metals pulled back. But dude, it's fine. It's like making the highest low of this new potential uptrend that's going on. And staying above $2, 198 long enough is really good. I mean, staying above the previous low from November, it's like 179, 180. Staying above that, staying above the 200, staying above the horizontal line support resistance is all really good. I mean, like, you're not dead. Like, it's, people would think it'd be dead because it pulled back so much, so fast, but it's not. No technical damage has been done to this asset. None. I know. Selling physical. All right, man. Well, do you think? I'm just looking at SanDisk. Oh god, dude, that thing is so crazy. I think I'm looking at a log scale or something. Was it? Yeah, dude, look at this log scale SanDisk. It's so strong, man. Getting ready to do it again. Getting ready for all-time highs. 643. Yeah, it just looks like a little pennant pattern, a bull flag that's probably breaking out. I mean, it's so strong, dude. And it doesn't even matter. It pulls back to 500. It's, look at this beautiful trend in log. Yeah, top it's going to be over 1,000. It's probably $1,000, right? It's over at 500. They broke it, and it's like the hottest stock in the world right now. So why not go to the 900s? Is the tariff news bullish news? Well, it's never what it seems, okay? Because it's like, I don't really see it as bullish, but the market perceived it as bullish. And everything's running right now, where you've got like, I mean, the NASDAQ futures is up like 1% right now. Bullish engulfing candle, pivoting, but we know like if it's actually a harmonic, then they would maybe type to return it, 26. S&P, this chop, man, just nothing going on since October. So yeah, of course it's bullish, man. Basic economics. Well, the market, you know, this stock market is not economics. This is not the economy. That's the thing. Like it's like, okay, I just think it's weird. We're up at these gold mean ratios, these 1.618s on these major index funds. The Mag 7s can't catch a cold, can't catch COVID right now. They haven't been, and it's been months, and they've done nothing in 5 months plus. And it's just a broader market rally going on right now. And then you got the weird aspect of the metals still like performing great. You know, silver and gold right now. You got China continuously owning the lowest, dumping all their U.S. bonds, lowest level since 08, every single day of our lives now for like a year plus, 2 years. And then you've got the TLT recapturing the key level and maybe going for a back test to reconfirm it as support. And it's like, and then the VIX is kind of like elevated, like it just is showing like these higher lows locally. It's just, I mean, maybe it's over now. Maybe we're good. They failed 20 and like, you just, why they're still showing all these like these higher lows. all the higher lows before some event happens after just all these higher lows have come in. So you normally crescendo with a huge couple candles after all the higher lows come in like that. The tariff, my God. So I'm just wondering, you know, there's yeah, tariffs got struck down. TLT looks tempting. Well, dude, again, TLT isn't, you're not buying the TLT. I mean, maybe safe haven for your cash, but dude, remember that is such a slow going horse and how choppy it's going to be. And remember, TLT is for income for really old people. And maybe it's just like, yeah, it might be a good spot if we get a major correction this year, which again, historically speaking, midterm years are not good for equities. They're just not. Remember 2022? That was remember 2018? Those were bad years for equities. We had major corrections and downtrends. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just telling, remember history. Shoot, dude, 2014, the oil glut into 2015, which was the Chinese recession. It was bad. Like the S&P did nothing for 2 years. So the past 3 midterms we've had have been terrible for equities, definitively. So you wonder, is this one going to be different? Maybe it is. Maybe, but all I can do is like report to you like what did happen. You know, like it was real. Those were bad years. Yeah, Bitcoin is just, dude, the flattest, most garbage price action chop fest ever. It's like every day people are getting liquidated on both sides. Gold is now, I think, highs a day. Yeah, gold 5,070 right now. Remember, this tariff stuff, it was over 5,005 or something, 5,010. And now it's just completely recovered. Gold and silver. It wasn't what it seemed, that initial reaction. Look at that, dude. Gold, remember, what is it, $32 trillion or something market cap? Up 1.59% off the lows of the news, dude. Like, huh? And then you got like less than an hour to the 4-hour candle close. So completely squaring up from that February 12th dip. It's where silver crashed 10%, got halted. More of a, yeah, of course, man. Somewhere to park your cash. Sure. Sure, man. Dude, Brian, what is it? Brian Armstrong, we're going to get 3.5% US dollar coin if you put your money there. Yeah, I'm good, man. So you look at like the US 20-year yield. What's our percentage? What's our interest rate at? 4.68%. Wow. Pretty good. Better than 3.5. Yeah, I mean, this thing's still just putting in all the yields is still putting in higher lows, even though kind of lately, locally, you could think about on the other side of things, you've got the highest side of the buying climax in 2023. And then like you think about from April 2024 all the way to January of this year, like all the utter failures from buyers to ever rival the highest high, the climax. And now you're lately and locally putting in a lower high than all these other previous highs, which is like kind of a sign of weakness. You've fallen below the 200-day moving average. So there's definitely an argument that could be made for things are starting to maybe turn around on yields where they could be getting ready possibly to go lower, which means what? The TLT is getting ready to go higher. Yeah, like flip the chart. It is the that is the TLT. Ah, yes, get it. So yeah, man, it's just flipping, doing inverse analysis on it. So, yep. Not terrible down here. Not terrible at all. My God. Gold's still high of day. Can it break $5,100? Big if here. Okay. Yeah, they got to go test it. They haven't even tested it, right? 5,090. TLT bros in the chat. Negative oil. Well, that was negative oil contracts futures during the height of the peak fear of the COVID liquidation event. I mean, everything. Everyone fled to cash. Didn't matter what asset was out there, unless it was the VIX. Boomers ready to go get the bond yield off the end of the sun. They already are. They already are. They don't care about anything. They don't care about yields, dude. Right now, I'm telling you, like they are good with their pensions and their Social Security and their bond yields. All of it combined is good enough, man. Plenty to live off of. So you'd think like, oh man, boomers are maybe set. All right, man. Well, I've been live like for almost 2 hours. Hour and 40 minutes. Okay, so not like quite, but hey, man, homecoming stream. I'm jet lagged. I got energy right now, so I figured like being live while I had some pep in my step would have been good for you or anyone else who's watching like regular stream time that just are watching the VOD. So hopefully, you know, I've gone across the markets. I've looked at a bunch of different assets and just kind of get you up to speed on things. It was live a couple days ago in Amsterdam, but okay, well, chat, it's been wonderful. Thank you all for coming out. Sorry about the beginning of the stream. I had to get my bearing straight again. Ooh, this song's really, really bad. So we're gonna have to just like, okay, we're better. Yeah. Feels good to be back. Bitcoin is, ugh, the chop is bad. Gold and silver looking kind of strong. Mag 7s, nothing impressive about them. They've been doing crappy for months now. US oil, though, looking good for 75 plus. Bonds are starting to look actually maybe appetizing. That's where we are. Trump's tariff stuff got knocked down today. So thanks for being here for the early stream, the jet lag stream. And I'll just be back. Until next time. Respect the T. Hey.
I wrote a love letter to my yesterday for making me feel some kind of way. I like to gift my experiences and call them by name. God, thank you. Grateful. The ultimate thing to do. Even in the midst of war, there's sunshine after the storm. And no promises.
Bro, I don't want to hear some woman talk about war. What are you doing? You fighting the war, bro? No.
Adios, turd nuggets.